Warmer weather means classic car season is fast approaching.
And if you've ever restored a classic, you may have visited a junkyard in Annandale. In this week's Finding Minnesota, John Lauritsen shows us why French Lake Auto Parts has become a mecca for collectors.
Each summer, Minnesota's Back to the 50s car show draws thousands of people. They come from New York, Texas, California, but for many, the show is a pit stop on their drive down memory lane.
They drive their classics all the way up to Minneapolis to back to the 50s, and then they come out here and spend the day.
They visit what used to be an 88-acre pasture near Annandale. Decades ago, cars replaced cows, and French Lake Auto Parts was born.
Junkyards can get a negative rap, but we take pride in it. We don't pigeonhole ourselves into certain years. We love the old stuff.
In fact, they still have some cars that were here when Tabitha Reinert's relatives opened the place in 1956. Nowadays, baby boomers and young collectors can pick through and find just about any part they need.
We have some that are late 20s. There's not much left of them, but we got anything from the 20s for classics all the way up to modern stuff. We don't want to just go to one make or model. It's all of them.
There are currently 1,500 old classic cars on this lot, and there's a method to the madness when it comes to keeping track of them all. The Reinerts created their own roads and put certain makes and models in their own neighborhoods, making this a highly organized junkyard.
We can look it up, and then there's a handful of us that can probably tell you within a car or two where it's sitting.
For them, part of the satisfaction is watching a collector who drove a long way find the exact part they need, whether it be a T-Bird, Mustang, Cadillac, or Buick.
So as you can see, we've sold the seats, the interior, console, motor and tranny is gone, hood. You're starting to see some of the stuff from the 80s now. The people our generation.
Don't say that.
We're selling
80s
a lot
are
of
classics?
stuff.
Where does that leave me?
There's groups calling them classics.
Times have certainly changed, and the Reinerts continue to change with them. They also run a scrap metal yard, but have vowed not to put any of their classics through the ringer, because here, it's all about the vintage vibes.
It's nostalgia. It takes everybody back to their childhood, or cars are kind of a foothold in your memory. It'll take you back to, you know, for me it was Saturdays with my grandpa.
In Wright County with photojournalist Joe Van Ryan, John Lauritsen, WCCO News.
There's some good finds out there.
Oh, absolutely.
I bet. Well, French Lake Auto Parts also buys and sells classic parts on eBay and online.
The managers say word of mouth is why most classic cars ended up on their lot. Collectors and sellers know the Reinerts won't destroy them and love to see the parts restored.